so many great games on the NES that are classics.
But a lot of the prices have increased over the years.
You are correct. I wanted to break down 5 awesome NES games that you can get for under $10.
My good friend George Washington.
What's up, everyone? I'm Russ Lyman, and this is Rob.
I'm keeping that $10 after this episode.
Okay, starting off the list, this game certainly has some awesome box art. A little bit misleading, but still fun gameplay.
Now this box looks awesome and depicts a warrior, almost barbarian-like on there, but you do play as a knight. Now the second box did have Fabio on the cover, so quite different. But we got wizards and warriors, and I love the little map screen, shows your progression. This way you know how far you're off. You do get unlimited continues. So you play as this cool knight, going around in the woods, collecting gems, getting power-ups. You could get keys, and I like how everything is brightly colored so you know what you can get. So you can't get that treasure unless you get the pink key or you need the blue key. And this guy's blocking the path until you get 100 gems. So you have to go around and collect 100 gems to get to the next level. And it's fairly easy game. You could just keep at it and progress more and more. And I find just some charm in this game. I tend to go back to it and play it. I haven't played the other ones quite as much as this first one here. A lot of fond memories renting this one and playing it. Knights appealed to kids back in the day, and I'm sure kids enjoy a knight adventure as well nowadays. Shovel Knight was real big, so I'm sure it had some inspiration from this game.
It was praised for its graphics, sound, difficulty, and arcade-style gameplay. In 2010, Retro Gamer called it a unique experience for NES gamers. In 1987, that was technically well ahead of other games for the console at the time. Well, certainly a challenge, and you get to save some babes.
Those were some babes.
Swing! Now, what if we wanted something more family-friendly?
No problem, Rob. I got you with this great game produced by Capcom, and that is Mickey Mouse Capades.
I just love the box art here, looking so epic. An adventure awaits you. So you play the game as Mickey, and Minnie kind of follows you around, and you get to go through a couple different stages. The first one is a fun house, and you need to get a key to exit the level. You start off with no weapons, so you have to dodge the enemies, but you do get this little star, which you then have your projectile, and you can shoot everything on stage there. First stage is fairly easy. Once you get the hang of it, you're able to defeat the boss, get the key, and move on to the next stage. Now that's where the difficulty does ramp up a little bit. You head to the ocean, and there are quite a lot of projectiles and enemies to dodge while you progress, and you don't want to fall into the water, but certainly has some charm to it with this one. I mean, everyone's a fan of Mickey Mouse, right? You want to play a fun Disney game? Well, this one could be for you. And I think Rob has some interesting fact on this, don't you, Rob?
Originally, this was released in Japan as Mickey Mouse Adventures in Wonderland and developed and published by Hudson Soft in 1987.
Man, for a Disney game, that certainly had a challenge.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
Well, if platformers aren't your thing, maybe racing is.
Coming up next on our list is RC Pro-Am.
Man, this game was so much fun. Renting it or picking it up, maybe you got it for a birthday present, but you could pick it up for under $10, and it's a fun one. You play as those little RC cars, and you get different power-ups you could pick up, and you get letters as well that spell out Nintendo. So each stage you could try to get a new letter. There's missiles, oil slick, a little bit of invincibility. And certainly it starts off easy, and as it progresses it gets harder and harder. There's more racers, and you have to just kind of hone in on your skill, taking these turns, knowing when to use your missiles or dodge the puddles. Because if you don't place third, then you won't progress on to the next stage. And I do like how it shows your progression with the tires that you get, or the upgrades, or the trophies that you get. It just makes you want to play the game over and over again. I had a lot of fun times playing this one. You pop it in, maybe play it for 20 minutes, and then go on to something else. It's a fun one.
As one of Rare's first successful NES games, RC Pro-Am was well received for its visuals, sound, gameplay, and enjoyability. Its overhead perspective distinguishes it from earlier first-person racing games. Hey Russ, that's a pretty sweet Nintendo jacket you have there.
Ah, thanks for noticing, Rob. That's today's sponsor, Bull Airs. They cater to nostalgia, that's for sure, with their custom shoes and clothing. Be sure to follow them on Instagram, YouTube, and check out bullairs.com for all their awesome merch.
Is there a way I can save some money?
Yeah, just use code WARPPIPE10 at checkout to save 10% off your order. Now these are certainly some fun games for under $10, and I asked you guys the same question over on my YouTube community page. Let's see what you had to say. Purge and Splurge Thrifton says, great topic, Russ. Some really good playable titles exist for the NES that are worth playing under $10. I went with price charting, loose price for the games as to be accurate, but here's 5 that are worth the price of admission. Ice Hockey, Skater Die, Kung Fu Heroes, and Dr. Mario at $9.27. Calvin comes in and says Blades of Steel, Blaster Master, Bionic Commando, Double Dragon 2, Ninja Gaiden, close as I could get to $10 US. Jeffrey says Top Gun, Adventures of Bayou Billy, and Anticipation. Malatine says, hey Russ, my $10 guilty pleasures are Dash Galaxy and Super Glove Ball. Hey, I think I made some NES overlays for you. Hope you're enjoying them. Bilbo Baggins, Ice Hockey, Track and Field 2, Kung Fu, RC Pro-Am. Also, here's some Genesis, NBA Jam, Subterranean, Eternal Champions, Aladdin, Cool Spot, and Vector Man. So many choices. Retro Reminiscence says Roller Games, Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2, Skater Die, Strider, Dr. Chaos are all really enjoyable for the NES. As for SNES, I would go with Tiny Toons, Busters Bust Loose, Art of Fighting, NBA Hang Time, Family Feud, and Super Black Bass. Alex Cos says Nintendo Land. I got it at GameStop for 99 cents. Such a fun game on the Wii U. Man, you can't beat that. Under $1. Shaood86 says just picked up 2 games under $10 last week. Rescue, the Embassy Mission, and Thundercade. And last is Scott Lars, who says Silent Service on NES. Man, I thought I was the only one that liked that game.
Receiving transmission. Receiving transmission.
Hey Russ, what you doing?
Oh hey, it's the Retro Car Collector. What's going on, man? We're just talking about great NES games that are under $10.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm really excited to see the ones that you picked.
Oh yeah, for sure. You think you got one you could add to the list so that people could check it out?
Honestly, out of the ones that I picked, I think my favorite one is going to be Super Off-Road, just based on nostalgia alone. Super Off-Road is one that I think we all saw, we all knew and loved back in the day. Basically based off of its name, right? I mean, Super Off-Road. How cool is that? I feel like we all heard of it back then. We either knew someone that had it. I mean, it was on the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, the Game Boy, the Game Gear had one, and I'm sure a lot of us saw it in the arcades too. And just for sheer nostalgia alone, I feel like Super Off-Road had to land somewhere on my list. Especially when I saw that the Nintendo version, the one that I used to own and used to love, I mean, I can pick that up for $10.
Super Off-Road, yep, list for $12.
Yes.
You do 10?
For you, yes.
For me, you do 10? Well, I guess you can get Super Off-Road for, $10.
And Russ, thank you so much for checking out 5 games for under $10 for us. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. And if you guys are interested in what I picked, please check out my video and we'll talk to you later, Russ.
Man, thanks so much for the video, for sure. If you guys want to check out more games you can get for under $10, go check out his video. He's made one as well, so you can get the link in the description or at the end of this video. Well, thanks so much for sharing us. I definitely played that one a ton in the arcade. I love just spinning the wheel, taking those corners, but glad the NES can bring the arcade home to us.
NES has the arcade hits. You know it.
Okay, on this next game here, it could be considered kind of a hidden gem, I would say. I know no one's talking about it.
Is it Gyromite?
No, Rob, unfortunately it's not Gyromite. The game I'm talking about is Dino Wars, the destruction of Spondylus.
And man, just looking at this box art with the robot and the dinosaur and laser guns, what kid wouldn't want to play this game? Now, it's got a fairly simple concept and graphic style here. You start off as your robot guy here, and you're progressing through the stage towards the right. You got some platforms to jump on, you get a little laser gun, and as you beat the screen, you get to the end. Well, that's when you jump into your crazy mech dinosaur, and the cutscenes are awesome in this. So now you play the next stage as the mech dinosaur, and you can first you're punching dinosaurs as a mech dinosaur would. Get a little uppercut, little lower jab right there, but you can upgrade and get some weapons. And at the end of the stage, you take on a little dinosaur boss, and once you beat him, you get a little upgrade, and then you move on to another awesome cutscene where now you're jumping out of your dino mech and you're back to the side-scrolling platforming area. It's simple. It's not over the top great, but it's fun. You have to check it out for the price in the cover alone. Dino Wars. What do you got, Rob?
Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus received mostly negative reviews. Criticism include the game's unbalanced gameplay, low-quality graphics, and numerous bugs. Nintendo Power Magazine awarded the game a 13 out of 20 on issue 10. That game looked awesome.
Well, it does have robots in it, Rob, so I figured it'd tickle your circuits.
Ooh, you know me so well. So what's the last game you have for us?
Okay, so hear me out on this last game, because some people probably don't enjoy this one, but I think you could have a good time with this one. Coming in only at $7.90, we have Fester's Quest.
Man, just looking at this box art is perfect. I love it. I love the blue, even on the blue on the Sunsoft logo and the tint on Uncle Fester. The opening of this game is great. You see the Addams Family house, pans over, you got Fester chillaxing on his lawn chair, sipping on a juice box, and some aliens show up, just abducting people, and he's like baffled by it, and he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna stand for this. We're gonna go fight us some aliens. What a concept. I think this game's way funner than the regular Addams Family game, okay? Made by Sunsoft, and you can definitely hear that from the music and the gameplay. It does have some similarities, I will say, with Blaster Master, okay? You could kind of get that feeling and vibe, but it met with a lot of criticism. People weren't digging this game, and I had a great time with it. It was like a cover piece in Nintendo Power, so it gave you maps, and it gave you like where to go, basically, because you can't get lost, all right? You're in the sewer, you got to know to use a light bulb to turn on the light so you can progress. Some of these sewers don't go anywhere, so you could spend a lot of time just basically going nowhere in this game, right? But it's super fun. It has some charm to it, and you're playing as Uncle Fester. You get different weapons, you get money, and the enemies do respawn a lot, so you could spend a good time farming to get lots of supplies that you need, and there are unlimited continues. Grab the Nintendo Power on this one and play through it with this game, and I think you'll have a good time. A lot of people are like, meh, I don't know, but I just gotta say, give it a shot. Give it a shot. It looks great, and the music, if anything, the music slams, so you can play it rocking out to these tunes. What do you got for me, Rob?
Critics from Electronic Gaming Monthly felt that while the game had alright graphics and awesome and very good music, its difficult was unbalanced as it consisted of too little real action and variety, very easy mini quests, and next to impossible bosses.
Okay, yes, this game could be hard and difficult, but I think you could find some joy in it if you just give it a shot.
Sound a lot like my job here.
I think of it more as a weekend rental title. Well, I hope you guys found some games that you can add to your list when you're out game hunting. And under $10 as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, well, check out my top expensive NES games in my collection. That video is right here. What the heck did you just send me?
I just Cash App requested $10 from you.
You're unbelievable. As always, guys, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video.